My GG Yes, we are back. 2Gs in a pod. Your mum's favorite duo back in the booth again. What are you saying, Andy?
I'm good, man. I'm good. Bro, it was mad loud at the headphones just now, fam. I take my head off, man.
My bad, bro. My bad.
I'm good, man. How are you?
Yeah, man.
It's been a minute, man.
It's been a while.
What are you saying, bro?
Yeah. I'm good. How's the summer going?
Yeah, it's good, man. I just got back
Enjoying
from...
the weather?
I was, where did I go? I went to Dubai. I went Ghana for a bit. Did I see you before I went to Ghana? Nah. That was, yeah, so I went Ghana. Came back for a bit. I went Dubai. Came back for a bit. Now I'm chilling. I'm going Ghana again on Friday.
You see the lifestyle my co-host leads,
bro. International man, fam. Mr. 305, Mr. Worldwide.
I'm just here.
But you haven't been chilling here though, like.
Oh yeah. I've been busy.
How it leads, fam.
Been making moves,
man.
But yeah, man. No, bro, we got a lot to discuss.
Yeah, man. A lot happened in June. But I was thinking we should just go in order, because obviously, yeah. So Drake dropped at the end of June. And obviously we could probably talk about that for 2 hours, but I think it's only fair to go through like in order of what dropped and then cover Drake at the end. What are you saying?
Okay, we can do that.
Cool. So I know we started with Drake, but we're not gonna continue with Drake for now.
We just started with Drake because I like the way that song starts.
Yeah, same. It's hard, and I like I feel like when he said your wife, like he's talking to someone that I don't think he's either talking to Pusha. Or he's talking to Kanye. I heard some theories.
One of the two.
I heard a theory that like, actually, no, we'll get into it.
Remind
me to bring up the theory.
That theory. Yeah. But, so what did drop first?
Well, Kanye dropped Ye at the start, but I mean, the less said about that, the better.
Did you rate Ye?
I did until Kids See Ghosts came out. And then
Kids See Ghosts is better. I have a few things to say about the whole Ye thing because I feel like it came and went. I feel like it was a flash in the pan.
Yeah,
I don't listen to any of those apart from Push's album. I don't listen to any of those albums anymore.
I think my favorite of those albums is probably Kids See Ghost.
Do you know what? That probably was my favorite as well, but I don't listen to it anymore.
That's true. I can't lie. I can't like sit here and tell you I listen to it often. But then having said that, since Drake dropped, I've only really been listening
to Drake.
No, because I've been trying to figure out, like I've seen a lot of stuff about what's his, does he have a classic? Has he reached his peak? All these kind of questions, yeah. So I was like, I already had my mind made up, but I wanted to listen. So I just listened to literally all of Drake's albums from start to finish, just to like confirm in my head.
Bro, that's a lot of albums, you know.
Bro, I've had a lot of time. I've had a lot of time to myself.
Well, did you include like What a Time to Be Alive in that?
Oh no, I didn't.
Okay, so it was just the actual
his solo stuff. Yeah,
albums. Yeah. Okay.
And I don't think I went all the way back to, because you know he dropped those 2 mixtapes at the start. I don't think I went all the way.
So Far Gone.
No, so you know was So Far Gone the first one.
Oh no, he dropped Room for Improvement.
No, Room for Improvement and Comeback Season. I didn't listen to those.
Yeah, well, that's not really like.
That's like pre-Drake. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's like Drake in training. Like, it wasn't Drake yet.
He's in the gym.
It was Aubrey.
Yeah,
like he hadn't.
Pre-season. But yeah, so back to the Kanye stuff. Ye dropped. I liked Ye, but I would say with Ye, yeah, once I heard Kids See Ghosts the next week, because obviously it dropped like the week after, and you could hear the comparison. Like, not Drake, sorry. Kanye said that he made the album in a week or whatever.
Yeah.
Like after his comments in TMZ or whatever it was, he just redid the album.
Yeah.
And you can kind of just see, like, comparing the two, you can see the difference between an album that was, like, thought through and an album that was done in a week, basically.
Rushed.
So, and I feel he's kind of cheating the fans a bit, because, like, we've been waiting for a while. A lot happened to you in the 2 years, and, like, obviously it's your life. Like, you don't have to tell us about it. But, like, you've always been really open in your music, so we take an interest in these kind of things. So, obviously, you've had the sort of battles with mental health and whatnot, and you've also had, like... I don't know, just to me, it was a bit like, dude, you have to give us a bit more than just giving us what happened in the last week, basically. That was my thing. And I think, like, I don't know, I think, like, once I heard Kids See Ghosts, I could hear there was a difference between the two, in terms of one there'd clearly been more time spent on it.
No, I agree. And I did like Kids See Ghosts. I was glad to hear Cuddy again, man. Glad to hear Cuddy back to his best.
I saw a meme today. It was like a picture of it's like a grandma comforting a child, like trying to put them to sleep, and then on the grammar it said like Kid Cudi humming, and then the kid he said me, and the kid like looked mad peaceful and stuff.
He's the best hummer in the game,
Yeah,
man.
for real. Travis Scott's been trying, but nah,
You can't reach that level.
you can't cut it.
Can't
Yeah.
reach that level.
But yeah, I don't know. Like with all the whole Kanye, this whole like good music rollout thing, to me it just seems like it kind of reminded me of how like my approach to uni work, because like it all seems really rushed, yeah. And it was like with Kanye's album, for example, yeah, it's like, all right, he did that album in a week. So for a week's work, it's really good. But when you look at so the mark he'll look at his mark and be like, right, I did this in a week. You know? I'm sick. But then it's also like, but if you'd started earlier, you could have got it first. That's what I mean. Like, you know what I'm saying? It's like he came back with like a strong, solid like 2-1, or like a mid to low 2-1. Yeah. And it's like, oh, for a week's worth, mid to low 2-1's calm, yeah. But if you just started earlier and actually like worked hard, then you would have got it first. That's what I'm saying.
And I feel like, especially with Drake dropping afterwards, like you could just you could see the difference
between something where people,
something which had been like planned and people had put a lot of time and effort into making sure everything came out right.
Yeah.
And someone who just done everything in a week, making an album like of that level in a week shows how talented like an artist he is.
Yeah, that's true.
But at the same time, like, come on, man.
We need better than that, man.
Come on, man. Really and truly, we do.
Yeah.
And the thing with Kanye, yeah, his verses are so poor nowadays. Like on his own stuff,
he
anyway.
Can't rap, man. He can't rap.
His verses are so poor.
Really, he can't rap.
Like I think I would prefer to just hear him produce.
Yeah.
Like maybe I just don't
just
need
regress
to hear,
into just
I
go
don't
back
need to hear Kanye rap
I don't
anymore.
need to hear it anymore. Man. And also because you know on every album he had a verse on every album.
Yeah.
And I feel like none of the artists
wanted that verse.
none of them wanted the verse.
None of them wanted that verse.
And he was like, oh yeah, so I just shoved a little verse in there. And then they were like, ooh, Kanye. I didn't really want that, but you know what I mean?
Oh my god, really and truly, man.
So should we go album by album and like give our thoughts on it, or should we just go as a collective? Because they were all like only 20 minutes long anyway.
And Pusha's dropped in May.
Pusha's dropped in May. I mean, we spoke about Pusha's back in May. Yeah.
Right, that was a long time ago.
For real, man. For real. But yeah, okay, if I had to rank them, including Pusha's, I'll go Kitsy Ghost, Pusha's, Tiana Taylor's, Nas's, and then Kanye's. Actually, maybe Kanye's then Nas's, because I wasn't a fan of Nas's either.
I didn't rate Nas's album, to be honest. It was boring.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah. I was bored.
And I like Nas sometimes, but no, that wasn't it.
I mean, I'm not a Nas fan, but like I can respect he's like a hip hop legend and all that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
And I can respect that he has a classic, maybe even two. Because I mean, Illmatic's definitely a classic. I don't know. I've heard some people say it was written as a classic. I haven't listened to it enough to sort of confirm that.
Yeah.
But,
Illmatic I liked.
Illmatic I liked. Yeah. But I've never really been a Nas fan. And this album, I don't know. I was listening to it and I was like, okay, his rapping's good and everything. I was kind of bored and I was like, it's more just like either the album caters to Nas fans. So I don't really know that many like hardcore Nas fans that could come and tell me whether this album is like an album that they liked. You know what I mean? So whether it's an album that was like, all right, this is an album for Nas fans. You know what I mean? So basically, I don't know if he was just doing this album to cater to his core fan base, because I mean, he's big enough. He doesn't need new fans with that kind of stuff. He's like a seasoned vet in this. Or if it just was a boring album. And that's just the consensus that everyone was bored.
I thought it was boring, to be honest.
And the first track is trash.
The first track is trash.
Bro, it's one of the worst album intros I've ever heard.
I like the Cop Shot the Kid track is alright.
I like it.
I feel like the beat is quite cool, and whatever that wild beat is that just is all over the place. Like I quite like that beat.
I can't remember.
It's the one where he starts talking about like
all the conspiracy theories and stuff.
Is it? No, that's Everything, I think.
No, Everything was a different one. Everything, I like that one. That's
I
the
like
one
Everything.
that starts with like 4 minutes of Kanye in the dream, just like
yeah.
But
I like that one. Maybe it was the conspiracy one. I forgot what it's called, but I did like that track. It's got like every album seemed to have that one track that had like an old school, like really old school. I don't even know what genre of music it is. It's not like hip hop or anything.
Yeah, it's not. Maybe like soul.
Soulish.
I don't really know what you'd call it, but yeah, I get what you mean though.
The album like that on the Nas the track like that on the Nas album I liked, and I slightly really liked, yeah, you know, the Tiana Taylor, the last track, WTP.
You like it?
Bro,
I remember you said it to me, you're like, this song's a banger, and I listened. I was like, bro, I was like, right, this pussy. I was like,
low key, yeah.
What is Isaac on?
I was listening, low key, I like that song.
Bro, I was listening, I was like, what is Isaac on, man? Work this pussy. I was like, man, I don't like that song at all, man.
I like it, man. I like the beat.
I like the All Mine track on Ye's. You know that?
I like that at the start. That track, it didn't wear well on me. Like, I preferred the No Mistakes track.
Oh,
I like the way that comes in. Make no mistakes, girl, still love you.
Yeah. That's a tune.
Yeah, man. And that pumps you up. You know, if you're feeling a bit low inside, just put that on. Make no mistakes, girl, still love you.
Oh, man.
After a hard day, man. After a hard day.
I'm gonna take your word for that one, bro. But yeah, like I don't know. So like for all of them, firstly, I've just felt with the whole 7-track thing. I mean, I've said it countless times, but I just don't think it's enough track. 20 minutes isn't enough music for an album for me. Like, you need more from them.
Yeah.
And if it's just the case that if it's the case that you don't have enough to say, then don't drop an album. If you only have 20 minutes worth of content, like if you have no message that you want to convey or nothing you want to say to us, yeah, or whatever you want to say only takes 20 minutes, don't do an album.
You know what? They could have dropped like Cruel Winter.
That's what I'm saying. They could've done a collective. But I feel like they might be gearing up to do like a joint tour or something like that.
Yeah. Well, you just use
I don't know
something.
if it would work, but and also the way they all dropped, like every week they were dropping later and later until like I said Tiana's missed the deadline. Like
Tiana's dropped on the Saturday, I think. Like
they were all coming later and later.
And Tiana was bare upset with her album apparently.
But she didn't rate it, man. At all. She wasn't happy with it. But that's because he didn't put the there were things that were meant to be on. Apparently there was a Lauryn Hill voicemail or something like that.
Really?
Or voice note, sorry, that's meant to be like an interlude. Because like Lauryn Hill called her. There was someone was featured on one of the tracks that Kanye took the feature out. I can't remember.
And then started rapping himself.
No, I don't think it was on that track. It might have been on that track. I'm not sure, but there was a feature on one of the tracks that Kanye took out. Basically, I feel like she didn't hear her album until it dropped.
Yeah,
and she was like, right, so this is it. And apparently, like, she didn't know that she was involved in his, or you know, like when he said the whole I'm dropping an album every week for the month of June. Yeah. Apparently, she didn't realize that she was involved.
What, he didn't tell her?
No, he just tweeted it, and then they had a meeting after, and she was like, "Yo, like I'm not part of you. I'm signed to the label, but I'm not with you, man. Like, I'm there in spirit, but
I'm not riding for you, lot like
that." Because she thought that she was gonna have like singles, like a conventional album release, so like
which she needed. To be fair, it's not like she's
like a video, all that kind of stuff.
To be fair, she needed that. Like, it's not like she's at the level of Kanye or like even Cudi or someone like that, or not. Like, these are all people that could just drop their album and be like, oh yeah, I want to listen.
It's people that have cultivated a big enough, people that have cultivated a big enough fan base. And I mean, she has a fan base, obviously, but like, she hasn't dropped music in a long time. So are they fans of her music or fans of her? Like, obviously she's a popular figure. She's got like a reality TV show and all that kind of stuff. So like, are they fans of Tiana Taylor or are they fans of her music? Which I feel like she was trying to be like, alright, I'm gonna drop this album just to show you guys, like, I know I'm popular for other things, but I can sing. Like, you know what I mean?
I can make music. She can sing, you know.
Yeah, no, her voice is sick. You know what song I love? Yeah, that 3-way track with Ty Dolla $ign's feature. We need to talk about that, man.
Ty Dolla $ign on features,
bro. He's killing the features this year, man.
Nah, he doesn't madness on features.
Every feature is it just pops, man. You just hear he comes in like, ooh yeah, and you're just like, yo. I just strap myself in. I'm like, yo,
like
Ty, go tight.
That's another thing about with Drake. Yeah, Drake can't sing on a track where Ty Dolla $ign is also singing.
Are you talking about After Dark?
There's a few tracks where he's got Ty Dolla $ign on it, and like you can just hear the difference in the quality of the voice. And I just like, why would you put yourself in a competition with someone who can sing like that?
I don't know. I don't think he sounded too bad on the ones where I know what you mean. Like, I don't really rate Drake's voice like that, which is part of the reason I don't really fuck with his R&B tracks as much, because for me with like hip hop and rap and stuff, like the thing that is sort of the artist's talent is like their bars and their rapping ability and stuff like that, compared to with R&B it's more the actual voice, and his voice isn't that good. So that's why I'm like, I don't know. For me, like Drake with R&B, I'm kind of over it. But I feel like he didn't do too badly on the ones with Ty Dolla $ign on them.
Fair enough. Well,
I wasn't listening and thinking like,
I like the tracks with Ty Dolla $ign on them, but like I just found it funny, the contrast between the two.
It's true,
I also slightly like Tiana Taylor. Yeah, her voice like it slightly makes me think of Chris Brown.
Why is that?
I just feel like they have a similar singing voice.
Her voice is quite raspy.
No, as in like Chris. I imagine it is like Chris Brown. Yeah, if Chris Brown didn't sing so high pitched, like if he sung lower pitch.
Okay.
Just throughout the whole, that's like when I listened to her album, I just was thinking that.
Maybe I need to listen to it.
I was thinking like this sounds like Chris Brown, but like with a cold or something. Again.
Yeah, with a Chris Brown. Tiana Taylor sounds like Chris Brown with a cold.
In a good way though, like she can really sing, but like,
oh man,
it's interesting.
You see on Kids See Ghosts, you know when it started with that Feel the Love track, and then bro, I was sitting there, I was chilling, I was like, what the fuck? What's going on? I just like, I'm like, brah. And the thing is, yeah, I was confused. Yeah, I was looking like that, like screwing my face through, but I was like nodding my head as well. I was like, yo, it's kind of knocks. I was like, yo, this is decent, man. This is decent. But yeah, so what's your ranking of the 5?
Kids See Ghosts. Actually, no, I say Pusha, Kids See Ghosts, Tiana Taylor, Ye, and then Nas. Whatever Nas's project was called. What was it called? A Black Flower.
That's called Nasir, bro.
Oh, sorry.
Where'd you get that from?
Oh, no, I'm thinking of A Rose in Harlem.
Oh,
I'm thinking of a Black Flower.
Tiana Taylor's A Black Flower. Oh, I think it was Rose in Harlem, the one that was meant to have a feature.
A feature.
But I can't remember who the feature was.
That's a tune though, Rose in Harlem.
Yeah, I can't remember who the feature was though.
Yeah. Do you want to play that Feel the Love track?
Yeah, let's get into it. Here's Feel the Love off of Kids See Ghost. Yo, turn the headphones down, man. I forgot they were still up.
Nah, that was hard, man. That was Kanye's best verse. I swear.
of all 5 albums. Oh man,
I felt that one.
Yeah. So I don't really have anything else to say about the Kanye stuff. I feel like whatever you're trying to do, it didn't really work,
and he should not drop 52 albums in 52 weeks.
I thought it was just 52 tracks. He's dropping 52 albums.
Oh, 52 tracks.
Yeah, I thought it was just a track a week.
Oh, that wouldn't be too bad, to be fair. Apparently, he's working on the Chance the Rapper album.
Yeah, basically, so I was I got a trim a couple of weeks ago, and my barber, he's a massive Drake stan, and we were discussing like whether Drake took an L. I still maintain that Drake took an L, but we'll get into that later.
I mean, he did take an L,
exactly.
but yeah,
I don't know why people try and deny it. An L's an L. Like
he took an L.
Exactly. Yeah, it's not like because people are saying like
you got it back.
That's what I'm saying. It's like because it's not like an L's gonna destroy your career.
No.
Because people are like, oh, but look at how well his album's done. Blah blah blah. I was like, no one said his career would be done after this L. All we said is he took an L. But anyway, we were discussing whether Drake took an L, and my barber was saying like, but look at Kanye and them, man. Like, are they doing anything? Because this was like, I think this was just before Scorpion dropped actually, and he was like, oh, that man not doing anything. Blah blah blah. He's like. And he like stopped trimming me and looked me in my eyes like, the reason they're not doing. Oh, bear in mind that he's a personal trainer, so he's wham. So I was kind of shook a little bit. But anyway, he's like, the reason they're not doing well is because they're associated with Kanye, and Kanye is not winning right now. And I was like, Kanye's lost. And that's what you said, and I was sitting there like, yes sir, yes sir.
I agree.
But it's true. Like whatever Kanye's vision for these things is, I feel like they're kind of like, I mean. I guess he's not the president of the label, but he's like the label head or whatever.
Yeah.
So, and they kind of just trusted whatever he was doing too much, I feel.
The thing is, in the short run, it was very exciting. Like that thing of, a new album's dropping every week. Like I was checking for the albums.
Oh yeah,
every Friday.
I was checking.
And it was, I feel like it was a good marketing strategy.
Having just 7 singles, all that.
No. I'm talking about dropping an album every week.
Oh yeah, fine.
For 5 weeks and like stating that in advance. And like doing the listening parties.
So you think they just didn't get the execution right?
I don't think they executed it right. I don't think like they needed all the albums to be 7 tracks. Yeah, singles would have been good. Also, like, this felt like it was very last minute. Like
Exactly. That's
if you'd had this
that's what I said,
idea in
like,
Jan,
it's how I do uni, bro.
yeah,
Like, for
bro.
real.
If you'd had this idea in Jan and you were like, okay, in June we're gonna make everyone's albums over the next 6 months. In June we're gonna release them one by one,
Yeah.
a week,
Exactly.
a week apart, and it's gonna be our summer. It would have been your summer.
Yeah. You can't
Actually,
just come
no,
up-
Drake might have still stolen that, but like they would have had a better chance. Because if they
Actually,
wanted
yeah,
the real estate of June, innit, they didn't get it.
yeah.
Let's be honest, they didn't.
No, they had it for a minute. Because Drake's, I mean, it's July now, isn't it? So Drake dropped with 1 day left in June. So
Nah, he still took June, bro. I swear he had like the most streams in 24 hours
Oh, yeah,
of
yeah.
ever, like, of
Yeah,
any
that's true.
album.
That's true. But that's to do with the length of the album as well. The double disc on the streaming album.
That was a
He's a smart man,
long
though.
album.
He's a smart man. Because
He's a
to
smart
me,
man.
it didn't feel like one long album.
Because
It
he
felt
said
like
it's
two.
a double disc.
Yeah, and I was really happy. But anyway,
And he split it up well. But
We'll get onto-
we'll get
we'll
more
get onto
into
that in a
Drake.
sec.
But yeah. I feel like it just wasn't executed right. But in terms of like the strategy, like it caught the attention. It caught the attention.
But yeah, it was. I agree with you. It was a flash in the pan. Kind of came and went.
Yeah, it's done now.
Yeah, who else dropped? J-Rock dropped. Did you listen to it?
I listened to it, yeah, but I was in the gym, so I don't know like the names of the tracks and stuff.
Oh, you haven't listened since then? You just listened once?
I just listened to it once.
Fair.
I'm not a big like J-Rock fan. Like, not that I dislike him, I just don't listen to him that much.
I'm not.
But
I'm
I
not a
did
big
like
fan
I
of
did
it.
like his album. Like when I listened to it.
I'm a big fan of the album. I think it's one of the albums of the year. I made like a short list, like a kind of like half midway through the year short list. Yeah.
Yeah.
Flip, where is it? Oh yeah. So I had. This is running through the ones that I could put in order. Yeah. I had Scorpion, Jay-Z and Beyonce, The Weeknd, Cardi B, Black Panther, J-Rock, then Kitsy Ghost, and then I had a bunch in the like, the running that I haven't decided where I'm gonna place them, which was J. Cole, Saba, Sir, Nas, but I'm taking him out. Pusha, Nipsey, Royce the 5'9", Prime, you know, Royce and DJ Premier had their thing, and Georgia Smith. So I'm trying to decide.
Did they make the cut?
Yeah, I'm gonna look at the end of the year because obviously, like, this is halfway through the year. When it comes to December, I might not have listened to half the ones I put in the initial. Like,
I don't
top.
think Kid See Ghost is gonna be there.
It might. We'll see. But it's true, it hasn't aged well because it's only been a month and I don't really listen to it.
That's what I'm saying.
Like yesterday, I listened to it for probably the first time since J-Rock dropped, actually, because I was listening to J-Rock. Basically, I was just tired of short albums. So J-Rock came with a proper full-length album, proper rollout.
But J-Rock's
some
album
singles.
is really good though.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah,
It's really good.
But for me, my thing with J-Rock, yeah, because I think he's I've got two problems with him. Not problems, but like I've got two things I've noticed with him. Firstly, if you look at like on Spotify and on what's the name, Apple Music, you know the way they have the top stream tracks like under the artist's name when you search them, and all his top stream tracks are like have Kendrick features or are with Kendrick, and I feel like it's not that he's like using Kendrick or like piggybacking off of Kendrick's hype, because obviously Kendrick's got so many more fans than him that it's like when J-Rock has Kendrick on an album or something, it's gonna go further. But I feel like it's almost like Kendrick is throughout this album. Like he's doing ad libs here and there. He's got a verse on like 2 tracks or 3 tracks, something like that. He's got bits on throughout the album,
Yeah.
And it's like he kind of needs to, I don't know, like, because he's established as his own artist already. But it's just like you don't need the Kendrick feature. Like on Schoolboy Q's albums, he doesn't really put Kendrick anymore.
No, I mean, but Kendrick does work a lot on those albums. Like,
yeah, he does.
Kendrick
They all work.
on,
Yeah, they all work together and stuff. But I don't know. I just feel like all of J-Rock's most popular songs on that thing have Kendrick
with Kendrick.
featured. Yeah.
I mean, he probably should make an album without Kendrick. I don't know. I feel
Without
like
such a like massive presence.
But how did this album do? Because his last album didn't do well.
Like
the one
I haven't
before
checked like streaming numbers or anything.
'Cause
I don't think he's not out there to try and sell a certain amount.
No, he's not out there to try and sell a certain amount, but his last album didn't do well. Like, it sold very, very little.
Oh,
so
okay.
I feel like that would have been in like the label's mind when they were releasing this, and that might have been the reason for the Kendrick features, just to increase.
Although to be fair, his last one wasn't dropped. Like this one had a major label. Like it was done in collaboration with Interscope. His last one wasn't. It was
his last one was just TDE.
Yeah. So that might, excuse me, that might have been part of the reason.
Yeah, and they did the TDE tour before.
Yeah, they're doing it. Yeah.
And still now, so like they've been trying to like promote J-Rock.
But yeah, for me, like, there's that, and also like, I don't know. He's kind of like, he just doesn't. He doesn't have like a star quality to him. Like, I look at him, for example, J-Rock's. He did interviews on like Hot 97, all that kind of stuff. Yeah, I didn't watch them because I'm like, and I watched like a lot of artists' interviews on Hot 97, Breakfast Club, etc. But I didn't watch it just because I'm like, I'm not that interested in your story. Like, it might be an interesting story and stuff, but I'm just not that interested in it.
I don't think he's really got star quality, but he does speak to like a certain group of people, and like he's got a core fan base.
Yeah,
and I think his fan base is growing as well. So,
but I am a big fan of the album. I think it's really good. One of the better albums of the year. And like, I mean, the guy can rap and stuff. So,
oh no, yeah. All of them at TDE can rap, man.
Should we get into a track?
Yeah, let's do it.
Alright, cool. Should we? I like the J Cole one. It's
yeah, that's a good one.
Out of Sight, Out of Mind, off of J-Rock's album. Yeah, so that was oh, turn it down, bro. Every time, man. That was Out of Sight, Out of Mind, off of J-Rock's album Redemption. I really like J. Cole's verse in that, you know. I'm feeling a bit different about J. Cole. I was kind of over him for a bit following his album. I don't know why, but like he's had like a couple features since then. I don't know if it's just this or there was like another one.
I've liked J. Cole a lot on features, actually.
I see. I was different. I thought you sounded like bored on features. Like his feature on Royce the 5 Nines, I didn't like.
You didn't like? I like that feature.
He seemed bored to me. And it's mad because people call him a boring rapper. So for you to now sound bored, it's not good, man.
I didn't mind that. I feel like when J. Cole is on other people's stuff, he doesn't have as much creative freedom.
You say that's a good thing.
Yeah, man.
Take all the creativity away from him. Give someone else the creativity.
Because sometimes he gets too into his bag, and like it's just too. It's too much.
Yeah.
But like when he has to theme it into what someone else is doing, he can rap. Like there's no denying he can rap. I'm just like, sometimes I'm like, shut up. Like the content is like. It's tiring to hear him, and I don't know why it is with J. Cole, because there's other rappers that I don't mind like being socially conscious, and like I never used to mind J. Cole being socially conscious, but it's just
I liked how he did it on what was that album called?
Forest Hills Drive.
No, on KOD. I liked how he did it.
You liked how he did it on KOD. I liked some of it.
I just felt there were bits. Basically, every track that I liked, there was something that annoyed me about the track. Like for example, that one Brackets. Yeah. It starts off with those two skits. There's like a long, like he doesn't actually get into the verse until like 2.5 minutes into the song.
Yeah.
And I mean, the song as a whole is still a good song, and I like the track. But why did I have to listen to 2 comedy skits and all that before I get to the actual real good verse? But yeah, I liked his feature on this.
His feature was good.
And I get what you mean about his like going a bit overboard with the creativity, because I feel like he directed the video for this. I don't know if you've seen it yet. But the video's kind of dead. Like, there's all sorts going on, and I'm just like,
oh yeah, I have seen the video.
Yeah, it's a bit. I was watching, I was just like, this is kind of cringe-worthy, man.
Yeah, it's all a bit mad, man. Like, J. Cole should do more rapping.
Even my brother, fam, we have some deep chats about this kind of shit, man. He was in the same trip as well, you know. He was he was saying like, he was talking about how Drake is basically. I'll get onto it later, but there's like he has a theory about Drake, yeah, and he was saying that all these other rappers are having to like switch up what they do because of how sort of like tight Drake's stronghold over like the game is, basically, he was saying. So he was like he was like, look at fucking J. Cole. Have you seen the video for ATM? You see the crowds fucking dangling money at kids. He was like, do you reckon J. Cole 10 years ago, if you saw that, you'd be like, you're fucking mad, I'll never do that. So I think he's got a bit mad with the creativity of it.
Yeah, it's true, man. Like I feel like a lot of these artists have really tried to differentiate themselves. Really tried, like more than in other eras, maybe.
I guess to keep up with, because this generation, like, it's a bit. I mean, attention spans have dropped.
That's true.
Like everything has to be a meme kind of thing. Like, you know what I mean? It's just like it's a different market that they're appealing to now.
It's true.
And it's a bit. Sometimes I feel with J. Cole, it's like you can tell. I mean, how is he? 33 or whatever. You can tell he's older than us.
He's getting old.
Not that he's getting older or anything, but it's just like, oh, you can tell he's older than us. Because he's only 3 years younger than Joe Budden, something like that. Like Joe Budden's 36, right? Something like that.
No, he's older than that. No,
is he?
I think he's like 37, 38.
still, it's not that many. It's 5
No,
years.
they're not. They're not. Yeah, hugely
But as in,
different in age.
yeah, they're not hugely different. But like, you would say if Joe Budden started rapping, you'd be like, alright, this is for someone older than me.
Yeah.
Whereas with J. Cole, it's almost like he's still trying to
Appeal
cater
to
to young people.
Yeah, that's true actually. Because I feel like J. Cole could not do all of this annoying stuff that he does, yeah, and like he would still appeal to our generation. Because our generation is a generation that grew up with J. Cole.
Yeah.
And like, I feel like he's trying to appeal to the younger generation as well.
Yeah.
And it just doesn't suit him.
I do like ATM though, in the video for actually. Now the song I'm not like mad on. I do like the song,
video?
I like the video though. I thought it was quite creative.
It
like,
was
the way he did
creative.
I thought it was really good.
No, he's a creative guy, but like,
How do we even get
sometimes
onto
it
J.
just
Cole?
goes overboard. Yeah.
Alright, so back to what dropped in June. So Beyonce and Jay-Z dropped a
Carters.
a surprise collab. What were your thoughts?
So it's good.
It was good.
Beehive ain't coming for me, boy.
I loved it, you know.
Did you?
You know what I was saying? Yeah, at the time when it dropped, yeah. I don't know if I was just gassed or something, or just in a good mood. I think the sun was shining that day. It's been shining for a while, but I thought it was the album of the year at the time.
Really?
I mean, I still have it at number 2, I think, on my list. The High and Drake's.
I'm gonna go back and listen to it because the first time I listened to it, like it was early in the morning and I was like traveling,
Oh right.
and like I feel like I wasn't in the right mood. I want to listen to it again, but I didn't like. What I remember is that I didn't really like the beats. That's what I remember.
I don't like the beat on that Ape Shit track. I feel like, because you know the way it was a Migos demo. Have you heard the Migos demo?
I haven't heard the Migos demo, but I knew
like,
it was a Migos
it's a
demo.
Migos demo, and like I guess Beyonce and Jay-Z just paid for it and then
Yeah.
did their thing on it. But I was like, it just sounds very clearly that this is a Migos. Like,
No, yeah.
I want to hear Quavo. I mean, Quavo is on it underneath, but like you want to hear Quavo on it rather than
it's a
Beyonce
clear
rapping.
Migos track.
But other than that, I liked pretty much every song on it. There's one song I think it's called, I forget what it's called, but there's one song on it that was a bit like I was okay on, but the rest of them I really liked. And yeah, not to sound moist, yeah, but like their love is so pure, bro. I know it's a bad thing to say, but I'm listening. I'm like, right, like this is black love at its finest. Like she really rides for it, man. 'Cause man was out here fucking Becky with the good hair and everything, and she stuck with him. Like I was listening, I was like, yo, this is sick. I loved it, man.
Because you stuck with her man?
Nah, just because the album is just like it's just
It's a
love. Like,
celebration-
it's a
celebration of
celebration
black
of love. Everything is love, like they said, man.
Yeah, no. I'm happy for them. I'm happy for them. And apparently their concert was sick. And apparently Beyonce might be pregnant again. Have you heard the rumors?
Bro,
You heard the rumors?
I haven't heard the rumors. How many kids is that for?
Yeah,
Bro, they're building like an empire, man.
real talk. But it's like I was speaking to someone and they were like, "Listen, man, she's grinded for so long. Like it's been like 30, like she from 20 to 30 or whatever before she
Yeah.
started having children.
Oh
innit?
yeah, yeah, yeah.
It's 10 years she's been out here touring, dropping albums,
Yeah.
making money.
Mm.
Let her live. Like it's time for her to have a
bro.
life, and she can have as many kids as she wants.
She can have kids.
Like she's financially financially stable enough to have.
I'm not
as
saying she should have
many
kids. I'm just
as
saying
she
like,
wants.
like you don't really see many people have bare kids unless they're Jamaican. You know what I mean? I don't know that many people with more than like 2, maybe 3 brothers and sisters, 3 siblings.
But yeah, but at the end of the day, kids are expensive. Yeah, Beyonce has the money to have as many kids as she wants.
Bro, there's a lot of broke Jamaicans with many kids, bro. You come through with like 9 brothers and sisters.
I'm not gonna get into that.
You know what's Jamel's calling me right now?
Jamel's listening live, boy.
Oh no, you know I'll answer it later.
Jamel is listening live.
I'll answer it later. Yeah, so I was a big fan of the album. I don't really want to play any tracks from it because Jay-Z and Beyonce are quite like militant with their
Yeah,
stuff,
man.
and we've already been done for copyright.
Yeah, man. Guys won't let us live.
Fam, for real, we're just 2 young black kings trying to make it, man. What's your problem? Are we hurting anyone? It's not like we don't sell the shit. Like, we're not making any money off it. But yeah, that was my thoughts on it. I was a big fan of it. I still think it's one of the best. Like when I listened to it, I was like, this is how not only an album should sound, but like a collab. This is, you know, when we spoke about collabs earlier, like this is how a collab should be. Although like to an extent, I thought it sounded like a Beyonce album with Jay-Z verses on it. There weren't many tracks where I'd be like, oh, I can see Jay-Z on this without Beyonce on it, basically.
Yeah. But I guess.
But I think it worked.
I feel like that was always going to be the case.
I
If
think
they
it worked
released an
better that
album
way,
together. Yeah, because I can't see an album working the other way. Like I don't think it would hit the same amount of people. Because Beyonce is like, I guess she appeals to like more people than Jay-Z does.
And also Jay-Z, Beyonce's rapping on this is mad. Like, she raps better than a lot of people in the game right now, man. A lot of them.
Yeah, no, she can rap, man. I don't know who wrote those verses, but she can rap in it.
Rachel Bell said, "My bad, I got bare high." Anyway, so yeah, as I said, I think it was one of the better albums of the year. I don't think it's as good as Scorpion, but I don't know if I'm just gassed off Scorpion. Scorpion kind of dropped at a good time as well, because it was when England were doing well in the World Cup. So like, I was just in a good mood all the time.
Everyone was in a good mood, yeah.
And I was feeling it from Dubai, like, because we watched we were in Dubai for England Colombia,
yeah,
and we watched it in this beach bar place with it was jokes. It was just like, it was basically full of English people. I mean, it wasn't like packed out or anything, but it was, everybody in there was English except for like this one Colombian couple. So obviously when we won the penalties, like, you just see them up and leave like straight away. And obviously everyone starts screaming like it's coming home and everything, and singing the song and all that. And the Colombians were like waiting for their Uber. So they're just outside, and bro, people were just coming at them and screaming at them. Like, you can see that they don't want to react, obviously, because there's bare people with the. But like, English football fans are a bit peak, man. I felt bad for them because they were just trying to get home. Like,
yeah, no, we be doing them, like, English fans are doing the madness, bro, when they win.
Doing the most.
So funny.
Did you see when they smashed up the IKEA after we beat Sweden?
They're doing too much, bro. You ready beat Sweden?
Yeah.
Let their famed national produce, like, let it live.
But just destroyed the IKEA, man.
It's funny though, because England, really fluked their way into the semi-finals of the World Cup. Like,
chill, man, chill.
No.
Let's not be mean, man. It's a bit too fresh for us to it just happened. Bro, they just lost an hour ago, man. Come on.
It's over now. It's over. This episode will drop next week. I need to give my honest take. Like, guys, I'm very proud of the country in it, but if we had beaten Belgium in that last game, we would have gone out a lot earlier. Like, the way our draw got finessed is just crazy. I've never seen a World Cup like it.
It's not because of fluke. It's just, I think it's because a lot of the teams that we traditionally think are good are actually not that good. Like, look at Germany, the way they got bounced out at the group stages. They really didn't play very well. Other than Thomas Kroos, Müller was trash. Ozil was garbage, bro. Like,
I didn't watch the group stages, you know.
Oh, you didn't watch any of it?
I didn't, because I was like, the thing is, I've seen so much football in my life now that, like, I was like, I'm just started the knockout rounds. I don't really want to watch the group stages.
The group stages were I like the group stages because I feel like it's more, just because there's so many matches going on at the same time, it's more like entertaining. It's a bit more like when there's shocks that happen, then it's more entertaining. The way Nigeria and Argentina, you don't know who's gonna go through.
Yeah, I watched that to be fair.
That's what I'm saying. So like matches like that, that's why I kind of like the group stages. But then obviously there's games like the was it Colombia Japan? Not Colombia Japan. Who was it that Japan, like, they passed the ball around the back for half an hour because they knew if they lost only 1-0 that they would go through. It might have been Colombia, but
I can't
they were
remember.
in the same group. It was Colombia, Senegal. You remember because Senegal went out on yellow cards. It was peak, bro. They don't want to see Africans shine at all. At this World Cup.
No, that was ridiculous, man. But France are in the final, innit? So Africans are shining.
For real, man. So every player except Griezmann and Lloris.
Did you see on the plane where they were dancing to like that?
Yeah. Griezmann,
even Griezmann.
He's black by association.
He was feeling that beat.
Yeah, man. Yeah.
I didn't see Lloris, fam.
Nah,
Lloris was probably in the toilet on the phone to his club. Like, they're doing it again.
The blacks are jumping again.
I just want to hear some Arctic Monkeys.
Oh man, oh.
I like the Arctic Monkeys, to be fair, but
I don't really listen to them like that, but
they're
I like
right.
a couple tracks.
They're right.
Yeah, so did anything else happen? Those were the major ones coming from America. Oh, there was one more, but it wasn't that good, so I kind of did mention it. Jacquees dropped his like debut.
Oh, I didn't listen to it.
Yeah, I listened to a bit of it. I listened because my brother said it was sick, and I was listening. I was like, Josh, this isn't sick. Like, it was decent. It wasn't bad, but it was just like, it was kind of samey. A lot of the tracks were just.
Maybe that's what the young kids are bumping nowadays, though. Also, some that, like, what's Juice WRLD? Juice WRLD dropped.
I don't listen to him.
Yeah, neither do I.
I don't like the name. Like,
Juice WRLD. Is that his name, or was that the name of the album?
No, his name is Juice WRLD.
What was the name of the album? After Dark.
Nah, that's a great song.
Wasn't it a depressed album sort of thing?
Was it?
Though?
I don't know.
Isn't he really sad?
Bro, I don't listen to these young.
I just see the memes, like, and like I put 2 and 2 together from the memes.
Do you know how old you sound? I just see the memes, and I don't
Bro, recently I've been feeling old. Like, bro, I feel like I'm now like there's a younger generation.
Yeah, definitely.
Like I'm no longer in the youngest
what I clocked?
generation.
You know what I clocked, yeah? So my auntie got engaged, so I went to her engagement. It was sick. We got some mad pictures. My sister's got portrait mode on her phone. When I tell you my Instagram's about to be lit, bro. Fam, it makes it look like a professional. I look so buff with it. I don't care. I could be a model. I don't care. I had no trim and I looked sick. Anyway, so my auntie got engaged and I went to the engagement. Like it was like a traditional Ghanaian engagement. So there was like the guy had to pay like a bride price just to enter the house. And so he had to pay a tenner. Like he had to pay a tenner to
the groom.
Yeah, to get in, and then they had to give like bare gifts as like cloth and all kind of stuff. Like it was real traditional stuff.
Yeah.
I didn't even know about this tradition, and I asked, like, while it was happening, I asked my mum, like, do I have to do this stuff when I get married? She's like, oh, we'll discuss that. I was like, damn. But anyway,
you're having a traditional wedding.
Yeah. But anyway, yeah. So like a lot of like little cousins are there, and they're all like 16, 17 now. Maybe a bit longer, like 50. They're doing like GCSEs and A levels and stuff. Yeah,
banging out that little young.
Yeah, and they pull me down to the side. They're like, oh. How do you do well in exams, stuff like that? And I was thinking like, bro, like, am I the older advice guy now? Is that what I've become? Because I used to like, you know, when they put all the kids to one side and stuff. So like, you used to like sit with all of them. But obviously now I didn't sit with them because like, so that was just like, right. So is that how they see me now? And then I looked at myself as well. And I looked like a proper uncle because I hadn't had a trim. I was wearing my dad's hat because I hadn't had a trim. So I was just like, right. I'm old now, man.
Yeah.
What the fuck? But yeah. Anyway, should we get into Drake then?
Yeah, man.
Do you want to play the his freestyle? Is there any need?
What, the Link Up TV one?
You know how to pay a good check.
I don't really play no tic-tac-toe.
I like it, man. I like the freestyle.
It was alright.
It was I don't know. I think because it was hyped a lot because obviously I mean he posted that picture on Instagram on his story like a long time ago.
Yeah.
So people were like expecting it. And I don't know. I wasn't underwhelmed by it.
No, I think it was a big moment, and it was a great moment for the UK. I didn't think the freestyle was amazing, but then again, it was like over a beat that wasn't like, I don't think that's a beat that Drake would typically rap on. So like,
but you don't think they gave him a choice? I'm sure they gave him a choice.
They did give him a choice, but that was a grime beat, no?
Yeah, or a drill beat. I can't remember exactly. But
so like, I don't know if they gave him like,
you think they gave him an options of
yeah,
like,
I'm not sure if they said like you can rap on a US beat if you want, or if he came and was like, I want to rap on a UK beat.
Yeah, I mean Link Up wouldn't have. I don't think it would have worked if Link Up had done it on a US beat.
Yeah,
like, I feel like there would have been backlash for Link Up rather than for
so like,
because then it's like you can just do that in America, man.
So but given that, yeah, he did quite well. Like you could tell at the start he was kind of struggling to stay on beat.
I think that's why his eyes were closed the whole time.
Yeah.
And he said he was like, I need to stay on beat.
Because there's a point where it's like he messes up like his words up a bit, like he slurs a bit.
Does he?
Yeah. When he's talking about the man's in the snow and like,
I need to watch it again then.
Some people freezing.
I thought it was hard, to be honest. There were so many sneak disses in there.
He came at Kanye hard.
I had to listen like 4 times just to catch all the sneak disses. I don't know, you know the people that can just catch things on first listen? I find that like, that's a talent in itself.
Yeah, no, I'm not like that. I can catch some of them. Like I caught the bait one, like the one about crepes and going to Milan and going to the Met. But like,
did you see all the American like Genius and all that stuff? They thought he said
crap. Did you care about jeans or crap,
dude? You know, like a face palm. Like I haven't like that. So I haven't done it so hard. Like, I was just watching. I saw it online. I was like, these guys just don't know anything.
Yeah, no, that was
like they really don't know anything.
That was so bad. But the line doesn't even make sense if it's I don't really care about jeans or crap, because Kanye makes shoes. Like,
anyway, yeah. What do you think about Drake's sort of like love for the UK?
Like, what do you mean? What do I think about it?
Like,
do I think it's fake?
Do you think? I mean, do you have any opinions on it? Because I see it, and I'm like, I don't know. I don't think it's fake. I think he generally does really like London and really like UK artists and stuff, and he has an interest in them and everything. But I just kind of, at first I thought it was disingenuous because I thought he was kind of just, you know, the way he's sort of, he uncovers a lot of artists and stuff and kind of not uses their sound, but it's like they mutually benefit each other.
Yeah.
He gives them a platform, and he has a different angle to his music for a little bit. So like when he found like Migos, when he was on, he didn't find Migos, but he got jumped on Versace. or like McConan, or like who else? Like there's just different people that he's helped along the way, but they've
benefited from.
Yeah, they've influenced some songs of his at that time.
Yeah,
and you could hear that with the UK stuff on More Life. Yeah. So I thought it was just he's just using the UK for this project, and then so I thought it was disingenuous at the time, like, or even with Block Boy on Non-Stop. Like apparently he did Look Alive, he did the feature for free and everything. Then you hear a song like Non-Stop, which sounds almost the same.
Similar,
yeah. And it's just a bit like, I don't know. I don't think it's disingenuous, but I don't know. I feel like it's a little bit calculated sometimes.
He's a very calculated person.
Yeah, but I look at it and I'm just like, I don't know. Something doesn't sit well with me, but I don't know what it is. I feel like it's sometimes a bit like he's begging it a little bit.
See, I used to think that. I know he does beg it at times. He begs a lot of different things at times. But I don't know if like the love for the UK, like he begs it, but I feel like he actually likes it's like,
no, he does definitely like the culture.
When you're begging something, it's usually because you want to be included. Like it's not because like.
But I think he does want to be included.
No, that's what I'm saying. So it's not like the love for the UK is not disingenuous. It's just that at times he does beg it.
Okay,
but he's like, I think he's actually quite close friends with like
Gigs and Skepta and people like that.
Skepta,
I think so.
So it's not really like.
To be honest,
he's just using the UK for.
Yeah, and if he weren't good friends with Gigs, then Wireless would have flopped.
Yeah.
Because apparently, if it was just because Gigs called, I don't know how true this is, but apparently Gigs called Drake like, "Oh, can you come out for KMT or whatever?" Drake was on holiday. Then he found out DJ Khaled cancelled, and he was like, "I was coming to do KMT anyway. If you could pay me X amount, I'll do a set." And then they used him as the replacement feature, basically.
Yeah.
And they could only afford 25 minutes. That's what I heard.
That makes sense.
It does make sense.
I was thinking like, how are they gonna afford Drake at all? Like, surely your budget is gone.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly.
Like, how are you gonna last minute afford to pay Drake? Like, that's a lot of money that you're just splashing out last minute.
Yeah. So like Wireless are lucky that he loves the UK like that.
Yeah.
Because there's a lot of artists that wouldn't have done that. So I guess it is genuine love, because like he was on holiday chilling and he came all the way over here just to save my day, to be honest. Because I was out there, bro. It wasn't until flipping. I don't think his name ever came on the app, like the Wireless app.
Yeah.
So it was like, I remember at like 7, because Giggs' set was at like 7:40, something like that. So it must have been 7, and I'm seeing like it still says to be determined who the headline is, and I was like, right, I'm really gonna go through this whole festival and not know who's headlining. And like, bro, and this was after Lil Uzi had just told me that the Rapture's coming and I'm going to hell. And I was like, bro,
Uzi was doing
I was in a weird mood, man. Like,
Uzi was doing too much.
Dude, fam, the way me and Offa, we were doing this like back to sender when he was saying that, and we were like, bro, I started praying straight away. I can't. And like, it's funny because so like people were turning up and then he started saying this stuff, and we all just stopped and we're just looking at each other. Yeah. Then the song dropped and we started just turning up again. But I deleted all that stuff off my phone now, because I'm like, I'm not going to hell over Lil Uzi, man. He's not even top 5 right now for me to go to hell for him, fam.
Yeah, that was all mad, bro.
Bro, he's a weirdo, man.
Start listening to Lil Pump instead, man.
Yeah, Lil Pump.
Lil Pump is saving people who are having seizures in shows.
She wasn't even having a seizure. Or was it a guy or a girl?
I don't know.
I don't think it was a seizure. I think they just couldn't hack the mosh pit.
Oh, really?
Yeah, they're pussy now. I can't like, because I saw a lot of that at the front. People like, there was one during Drake's set. There was one girl that was. They get like lifted over the front, or whatever.
Yeah.
And she was quite heavy. And I'm not trying to be Pete, but I'm being honest, innit? She was a heavy girl. And the guy was proper struggling to get her over the barrier. Like, the strain in his face was like in Avengers, when Thanos is like trying to punch is it Captain America or Thor or whatever?
Oh, Captain America.
Yeah, they're like holding his hand and and they're proper straining to keep him from snapping his fingers. Yeah, it was like that.
That's jokes.
But yeah, should we get into the album?
Sure, man.
What track do you want to play? Oh, let's play Key. Here's In My Feelings off of Scorpion.
My GG
yeah, that was In My Feelings. You've all probably heard the song. Kiki. My sister was asking me today to show her the dance. I was like, listen, if you can't do this dance, then there's no hope for you, because this one's like the most simple of all time. You barely have to move. But
No, but when Ciara did it, there was movement going on, bro.
oh yeah. That's true. It's funny as well because Russell Wilson is just
He's there in the
he's so
background.
stiff, man. He's so stiff that
He's just blending in with the scenery,
Yeah,
with the
man.
mountains and the ocean.
He just kind of like, go on, baby, you're doing great, girl. But yeah, like so the album when it first dropped, I don't know if it was because I was just gassed or in a gassed mood or whatever, but like, do you remember what I sent you like as soon as it dropped? I said he had album of the year like as soon as.
Oh yeah.
But then having said that, I hadn't finished
listening to the album.
I was still on side A.
Oh okay.
No, as in I just finished side A.
Oh okay.
So, cause I still kind of think of it as two separate albums.
It kind of is. Like, I know it's one album,
Yeah.
but it's very split.
Exactly. So after I'd finished the first disc, I was very satisfied, and I said it was album of the year, and I said we all owe Pusha T a debt of gratitude for forcing
Making Drake rap.
Yeah, for forcing Drake to get in his bag and give us the album that we've demanded and the album we deserved, bro. Like, I've been asking from time, yeah. I've been saying Drake needs to do this is for like the last 2 years. When he dropped Views, this is when I thought he would do it. I thought he was going to do a double disc with Views, because remember when he dropped One Dance and Pop Star at the same time, and they're two very different tracks, yeah. And the artwork for Pop Star, they had the same like font, but the artwork for Pop Star was black with the writing in white, and the artwork for One Dance was white with that writing in black. So I thought it was like a dark versus night kind of. I thought he was trying to do some sort of double disc kind of thing, where like the whole lighter side would just be like the more upbeat, more like, or either like poppy or R&B
side,
kind of thing, and then the sort of darker side would be the more like rap, basically him rapping.
Yeah.
So I thought that's what he would have done with Views, and instead Views he just gave us it was just a bloated album to me. I thought Views felt bloated to me, and it wasn't cohesive, and it just felt like a collection of decent to good Drake tracks.
Yeah.
Basically, and there was no sort of. I know
I'm
he
not
tried
a big fan of Views.
Yeah, he tried to tell us it was it represented
Rest of the
seasons.
seasons.
But I don't fuck with a guy putting a Jamaican accent and telling us it's summer. Like, you can't just start to say cock up your bum, sit up, and be like, oh yeah, nah, this
Now
is
it's
summertime.
summer.
Yeah. Nah.
And then like the wind basically represented winter. It's like 1 minute of wind, bro.
That's right, she goes, oh, it's chilly outside or something like that. It's kind of cold outside.
Fam, I don't want to hear the weather for a minute,
Bro,
like.
honestly. But yeah, so I was saying like from back then that he should have done a double album, because basically I think Drake makes music that is he makes such a diverse type of music, like different types of music, that is really difficult for him to make a cohesive album. So just stop trying to make a cohesive album and give us a double disc where you separate the two sides. Because like for basically he's got so many fans and so many different types of fans that he can't cater to all his audience at once, which is why I think Scorpion has had a bit of a mixed reception, because people are seeing it as one album. So they're saying, oh, I fuck with this side, but I don't fuck with that side. I like these tracks, but I don't like those tracks. And it's like, just think of it, the way I look at it, some of the tracks aren't for me. Like a song like Peak, I don't like that song.
Like, happy birthday.
Yeah, it's not for me. It's for a different type of Drake fan.
Yeah.
So that's why I kind of just discard it and be like,
yeah.
I mean, but I was a big fan of the album. Like, I think it's album of the year.
I was a big fan, and like, I was just happy to hear him rapping properly for an extended period of time.
Yeah, it's been a while.
He doesn't do that a lot anymore, man. And like, it's gotten to the point that there are people who don't believe that Drake can rap.
Do you think?
Yeah, I was having a conversation with someone about like Drake, J. Cole, Kendrick sort of thing, and like, don't remember how it led to it, but she basically ended up saying like Drake doesn't even rap. Like, why are you comparing J. Cole to Drake? He doesn't even rap. Nah, I'm not gonna say names. I'm not gonna bait out names like that.
No, I'm joking. Alright, tell me off air because she's wild, bro.
I'll tell you off air. But anyway, like, so I feel like he just doesn't rap enough anymore, and
that's wild to say that Drake can't rap. Like,
I think
Drake really
can rap.
Back to that goal, like,
yeah, that was
comparing
wild.
the three. Like, why are you comparing them? Because Drake doesn't rap. That's the wildest thing I've heard.
That was wild. That was so wild. But like, people do believe that. But
having said that, Drake as a rapper, yeah, I think with rapping, I think there's different ways you can show your talent in rap. Yeah, so you can either be sort of like you're good at telling stories or like painting a picture with your raps.
Yeah,
a bit like Kendrick.
Yeah,
you're good at rapping fast or the technical side of rapping, so you can have very complex flows, all that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
Kendrick does that too. You could be good lyrically. Kendrick's good at lyrically. Drake's also good lyrically and stuff. But when I say good lyrically, there's like, you can be good lyrically where you're flowing, or you can be good lyrically that is just complex. So it's like with Kendrick, he just shoves as many rhymes into a verse basically.
Yeah,
Whereas with Drake is like, it's quite simple, but it's lyrically sick.
And it's purposefully simple. Like, exactly. I believe that Drake can rap like more complex because he's a smart guy.
I don't think so.
He is a smart guy.
I don't think he can, because
he's never
shown that he can.
I think he can, or maybe not to the level of Kendrick, but like if you go back, yeah, he can rap like not so. It's very purposefully meant to please a wide range of people.
I do agree with that. I feel like he dumbs down his raps a bit.
He does to make dumb it down
more,
his raps.
What's the word? Is the word palatable or something like that? It's like the word where like easily accessible to a lot of people. I would agree with that to an extent, yeah. But I don't think, like, when I say rapping proper complex, it's like rapping like to the level of like a Black Thought.
Or obviously, he's not like that. Like, he's not at that level.
Black Thought's album dropped this in June as well.
Yeah,
we played a track earlier, but I forgot that one.
But anyway, he can't rap like that. I'm not saying he can rap like that.
There's different levels of talent in rap. So there's a rapper like a Drake or like a Skepta or someone who their raps are quite simple. They don't use multiple rhymes in a bar usually in a
yeah, but I think it's wrong to say that they can't. Like, I don't think that you can say that they can't.
But we've never seen them do it. I've never seen Drake.
I'm gonna try and find an example. Like, I'm gonna try and find
even someone like Lil Wayne. Lil Wayne keeps it simple a lot of the time, but he's done it on a few tracks where alright, this guy can just spit, like, shove hella bars in or rhymes into a verse. Like, on Genius, when they do that thing and they've got the colours going, you couldn't do that on a Drake track because the colour would just be the same colour at the end of each bar, basically.
Yeah, because he doesn't rap like that. He doesn't rap like that.
Yeah. So, but that's just a different type of rapping that it appeals to certain people. Like, I like that kind of rapping, and I kind of hold it in a higher regard to the keeping it simple kind of flow. Yeah. Whereas, like, even J. Cole keeps it simple and stuff, but you've seen him. He's done it like a couple times in the past, but he hasn't done it in a long time where he's just shoved bare bars into the syllables, and I'm a fan of just hearing bars like that, but it gets tiring. You don't want it all the time.
Sometimes I like that. Sometimes I don't. Like, sometimes I want something that's a bit smoother.
So I think for someone to say Drake can't rap just because he doesn't do that is just a bit wild.
He definitely can rap. He definitely can rap. But I think, like the ghostwriting thing has kind of changed opinion slightly in it, but if you disregard that, like, Drake has always been respected
as a rapper,
and by lyrical rappers as well.
Yeah, definitely.
So
definitely.
I think
the ghostwriting thing was when it changed.
Yeah,
then they were like, it just put his,
like, does he actually write his own stuff? But no one was saying that no one has ever said that, like, the stuff is bad. The verses are bad. Like, people now just question, is it him writing his verses? Oh no, he does have some bad verses.
Dude, you know is that line on Mob Ties, which we just played? It's like I'm now with the rah.
I am a dad.
Dude, oh my god,
I like that line. I'm not gonna lie. I'm not with the rah. I'm a dad.
Oh, come on, man. He could have said I'm a father. That would have worked better. That really would have worked better.
I'm a dad.
I was just like,
I
like that bit. But yeah, like so I was a big fan. Alright, so from side A and side B, I much prefer side A. For me, side A is almost flawless, other than I'm upset. I don't know why he left it on there, to be honest. Like, it's trash. And I maintain that it's trash. When he played it at Wireless, I just stood still because I was like, this is rubbish. I'm not going to sit here and pretend I enjoy this song. Yeah, like, the rest of the album, I mean, obviously there's varying levels, but I like every track on the side A. Side B, for me, is where it kind of let me down. So, like, I went from having the album on like a 4.5 out of 5 kind of thing, or maybe even like, no, not 5 out of 5, but 4.5 out of 5, like, so like 9 out of 10 kind of thing for the first half. And then side B, basically the first half of side B I didn't like. Well, not the first half, but the first 5 tracks. So that's Peak, Summer Games, Jaded, Nice for What. So those first 4.
Yeah.
So I've already said my piece on Nice for What. Like, I like the beat, but I feel like the track is kind of pandering to the female audience.
You don't like Jaded?
Jaded, I liked. Basically, I'm not a massive fan of it. I liked, but when it kind of came out, like when I clocked it was about Georgia Smith, then I was I felt a bit uncomfortable because he just sounds really weird, man. Basically, he just sounds creepy, and I know it's Georgia and she's like stunning and everything, but like, she's still 20. Like, she was 2 years younger than us at school, bro. Think of it like that. Yeah. So she would have been in second year. This guy's 32 in October, bro.
Yeah.
It's weird. Like, it sounded like R. Kelly-esque. Obviously, it's not to the same level, yeah. But Drake is only, like, give him 20 years, yeah. If he's still making songs like this about girls that age,
Well,
that's
no,
R. Kelly.
in 20 years, no. Like,
I mean, now
it's just like at the limit, though.
Bro, you want to nip it in the bud quick. You want to nip it in the bud now.
No, but you're just like at because isn't like the age gap like when Beyonce and Jay-Z started dating, it was like what,
But
9, 10
that was
years.
a weird one as well. But they're in love, so I kind of.
Yeah, but like 10 years isn't.
But had Beyonce curved Jay-Z and Jay-Z started writing bare songs about her back then?
Yeah, but Drake has always been the type that just doesn't know how to let women go. Like he's
But
never been able to let women go.
And isn't that the sort of thing we have to be holding our favorite artists to account? Like, bro,
Because he finds it hard letting women go.
bro, as in he sounds mad controlling, fam.
Oh no, on that track he does sound mad controlling.
like,
He does sound mad controlling.
I could have your two opinion. How you gonna tell someone they're too opinionated?
That
Like,
was a
she can
stupid-
have an opinion.
That
bro.
was the stupidest.
She's a
bar
grown woman.
on-
Like,
that was the stupidest bar on
what
that
you want her
track.
to just be quiet?
You're
Like,
too opinionated.
I
I
watched,
feel like he was just trying to fill in a line. Like he just didn't really have anything to say there.
Oh, okay, that might have been it.
I feel like because
But
why would
I
you
don't
even
know.
say that, bro?
I feel like every line on that was like very poignant, like targeted at.
It was very targeted.
If not Georgia, then somebody. Like, because the whole track wasn't about Georgia, I don't think, but a lot of it was.
the second verse,
verse,
the
yeah.
second verse was about Georgia.
But yeah, I felt, I don't know, ever since that I haven't really listened to it that much because I was like, it just makes me feel a bit uncomfortable when I listen to that second verse and he's really going in. I'm just like, fam, it's a bit deep, like, bruv, allow it, man. She's 20. Like,
Yeah, but like,
she's just living her life, man. Come on. It's like she said she's
Fam,
gonna marry-
she's-
It's not like he proposed and she just turned it down, like, bruv.
but I don't know. Like, I don't think of it as deep, like, because she's doing her. So like, it's not. I would say it's more. It's kind of sad for him. Like, it's just sad. Like, you let a 20-year-old come and just
Finesse you.
finesse you to this extent that you're out here jaded.
It's true. It's true.
After all your years in the, you had a whole J-Lo, and now you're jaded from
yeah, man,
from
you're
a
the whole
20-year-old.
J-Lo. Bro, his roster is crazy, and he's
Bruv, Drake's roster is insane.
J-Lo, Riri, who else is on it?
Serena.
Who else is on it that's famous?
Bella Hadid, apparently.
Oh yeah, I feel peak for the weekend, you know, because the weekend loves her. That's why they're not fucking with each other right now.
The Weeknd needs to punch Drake, fam. He just needs to go off and bang him in the face.
No, but the thing
So,
is, yeah, the weekend's not wedge, and he's also short,
yeah,
or
it's true.
shorter than Drake.
He needs to get some goons from Toronto to do it.
Drake's got mob ties, bro.
But
No, but I got ties. Lot of ties. I love that song, fam. Bro, my shoulders just start doing that. Sick of these niggas. Sick of these niggas.
I like,
Sick, bro,
I like that song as well.
When I listened, it was quite early, like Dubai time.
Yeah.
Because it dropped when I, like, the day I landed, yeah. So I'm in my hotel. I was in bed, just listening to it, yeah. As soon as it came up, my shoulders, I couldn't even stop it. I was like, bro, sick of these niggas. Bro, that's a tune.
That was a tune.
But yeah, so, yeah, as I said, those first four, basically, so I made like a custom one of the album because it's long. So I just cut out the tracks I don't like.
Yeah.
So I cut out I'm Upset. I sometimes skip God's Plan just because I've heard it so many times, but I do love that track.
Mm.
And I sometimes skip Sandra's Rose depending on my mood because it's a bit of it's a bit slower than the other ones on the first side.
It is slower.
Yeah,
I
and-
like Sandra's Rose,
No, I
but
do
like
like
depends
it as
on
well, yeah.
my mood as well.
And sometimes I skip Talk Up because Drake's 2 verses are like filler. Like for me, I'm waiting for Drake. Jay-Z's
To be
bit.
fair, yeah, I don't think any of the verses on that song are that good. I like Jay's
No,
bar. I like that bar
the
about
one at the end.
Yeah, about the Zimmerman
That's
thing.
not his bar, bro. It was on Twitter. Someone tweeted it.
I swear.
Yeah.
Anyway, I don't.
Someone
think,
tweeted it when X died.
Fair,
RIP to X, by the
fair
way, but
enough. But no, I didn't. I don't think that's. And like it's Drake and
verse.
Jay-Z, but I don't like that song that much.
It's not my favorite Drake and Jay-Z track. Like it's nowhere near it.
Bro,
up there.
compared to the other Drake and Jay-Z tracks they've
So
made.
which ones? There's Paris Morton Music. What's it called?
Pound Cake.
Pound Cake / Paris Morton Music. That's my favorite of the
Light Up
Drake and Jay-Z.
Light Up is a banger.
Yeah. But I still prefer Pound Cake. This is probably like
worst.
Yeah.
The worst. I think that's the only two.
Or Pop Style.
Jay just came through with his tuba.
I cannot be gatted. That's it. And then he's like, I'm done.
Just came through to scold Drake for 1 second.
Yeah.
They still out to get me. They don't get it.
Yeah. And then so I skipped those first 4 off of as in I took those first 4 off
I
of,
like Jaded. I like Jaded.
off of side B. Nice Thought I sometimes listen to depending on how much I wanna like.
I don't listen to Nice Thought.
But I don't listen to it on the.
I don't even really listen to God's Plan anymore. Like if I'm listening to the album, like God's Plan is more like I'll listen to it probably certain vibes. I'll like if I'm at certain places.
I see why he put it on because
streaming,
yeah. But like I've said before, I'm not a fan of when people use either old tracks on an album or use tracks that have been on other projects. I know he put it on just a 2-song EP, but like if you've dropped it before. Why you repackaging it?
Yeah,
basically.
but we knew that was always going to be on
I knew it was
going to
happen. Yeah. So
like, that was a single.
Yeah, I knew it was going to happen. I kind of hoped I'm Upset wouldn't be on there, but it was on there. And I skipped Ratchet Happy Birthday, and then from the rest of the ones on the beats. Oh, and
I quite like the beat on Ratchet Happy Birthday.
I like the beat, but he's just saying nothing.
He is saying nothing.
It's annoying.
I do like the beat.
I like the beat too.
I like that piano riff.
When I skip it, I'm like sad that I have to skip it. So I'm like, if only Drake had it been on this track, like they could have done anything else with it.
Yeah.
When he's like, petty bullshit shouldn't excite you
on your birthday.
Shut up, man. Oh, yeah, guess on my nerves, man.
There's a lot of. What do you think of the Michael Jackson track?
I was about to get onto that. So I skip it sometimes, most of the time, because I think MJ could have come harder. I know he's dead. and I know it sounds mad, but MJ could have come harder. Drake could have found a better sample from an MJ.
You know what? I heard someone say like they could have just got The Weeknd, and like
yeah, they really could have.
It's kind of peak to say, but they could have just got The Weeknd. I know like
I think it's because they're
beefing, but like it would have probably been better if The Weeknd had been on that track.
He was probably sitting there like, oh man,
I wish Abel was here.
Me and Abel were not on good terms right now because of Bella. Damn. Alright, let me see what's the next best thing. MJ.
Let me find that MJ sample.
Oh man, yeah, I don't think it was the best MJ song. Like basically, my brother was saying like, "How you gonna use MJ and it's still trash?" Because my brother doesn't really like Drake like that. So he's like, "How you gonna use MJ and it's still trash?" And he's like, "Next," and he just skipped like that.
You know what? Yeah, Drake might slightly be moving into the J. Cole camp as well in terms of being for the older generation.
Nah, bro, like my brother's like a special case. Like young people do really like Drake.
You think?
Yeah, definitely.
All right, but he's got to make that transition at some point.
He will. He definitely will. But I think it's because he's still such a big, like, popular figure in terms of just popular culture. Like, people still want to dress like him. I don't know why, because all he wears is stone.
His tracksuits.
But people still want to dress like him.
Fucking mob suits.
Yeah. I mean, I was tempted to cop the Scorpion jacket just because I thought it looked kind of hard. But it was $150.
To be fair, yeah, I'm gonna be real. Like, his trim right now is doing a lot.
Yeah, no, it is.
It's one of the best trims I've seen Drake have.
But you know how I feel with light-skinned people in waves. Like. It's just because you haven't had to struggle like I have. I struggle to get like a ripple on the side of my head. Yeah. You might get waves. You just go like this with your hand because your hair's that texture.
Just put a bit of water in the hair.
So I'm just like, you don't know the struggle. That's why when I see light-skinned people with do-rags and stuff, I'm like, we know you don't have to protect your waves like this. I don't know who you're trying to fool. You have the texture that you need for waves. We all know this.
It's true, we don't really need to use do-rags like that.
I think I'm jealous just because I can't really get waves. That's why I've stuck to the twist, and eventually the twist won't work because I'm getting older in it. So I need to figure out how to get waves eventually. But it'll come. I bought a wave brush, but it didn't really work. Yeah, so on the MJ track, I thought he didn't really... I don't know, there's something about the song that is just a bit dull to me.
It's okay. It's a bit boring.
But when you see Michael Jackson as a feature, you're like, oh, posthumous Michael Jackson track.
Yeah.
You want something sick. That's why I was just a bit disappointed with that.
Yeah, it wasn't great. Like, what's my like the best tracks on side B all come in like that middle,
dark.
Like
yeah, so
after that.
Yeah,
no, before that. Like like In My Feelings.
Like Blue Tint onwards.
You don't like In My Feelings?
Blue Tint onwards. So In My Feelings is after Blue Tint. That's what.
Oh, I thought it was before.
I might be wrong, but I thought.
But anyway,
yeah. So like basically the ones I'm thinking of like Blue Tint, In My Feelings, After Dark, Final Fantasy.
Yeah.
Those 4 like bangers, bro. I love all of them.
Yeah. And what's the
last one? March 14th.
Yeah, March 14th I like as
March
well.
March 14th I like because he's addressing the
child thing.
The child thing. So he's no longer hiding the child. But he was.
He was hiding the child.
So like now I just say you were hiding the child.
You were hiding a child.
So I was shouting that at him while it was just on my story. I'm shouting at him and then he drops the track and I start singing and someone commented like from screaming that you are hiding a child to singing every lyric. You're fake as hell. I was like, fam, I can appreciate and love his music and still remind him to look after his son.
To take care of his kid.
Man like Adonis.
Adonis, fam. No, I like that he addressed it on March 14th.
He still didn't really respond to Pusha, but I think it's just because he doesn't have anything.
He can't respond to Pusha now.
He's got nothing. He's got nothing for Pusha.
But he can't even respond to Pusha now. Like the time has passed.
Some people are saying they still want to hear a response. I heard a lot of people saying that, even though it's 2 weeks after the album dropped, which is still like a month after the beef. Some people are still saying like, you gave us a whole 25 tracks and you still didn't respond to Pusha. But I don't think he has to. I'm not. I don't want one. I think he should just take the L.
I don't think he has to. Like, you can lose a rap beef and
exactly.
keep going.
Take the L.
And he told, like, what? If he told Jay Prince he's not going to release a track, he's not. Like, that track was most likely going to be a Kanye diss anyway. But, like...
Oh, I forgot to tell you my theory. My barber's theory. But, like, it's a theory going around here that...
I think I know the theory. But...
what do you think it is?
That Drake slept with Kim K.
Oh, yeah. But, like, that was part of the theory. But, yeah. Like... I feel like that's almost fact. Like, I just know that. That's like, you know that thing was yeah, we ride across the road, you can hit it with the stone. Yeah. I feel like he fucked all of them. Probably.
Bro, he might have, like...
I don't know.
There was a time where he was very buddy with the Kardashians.
Yeah, and I don't know what celebs get up to, man.
There was a time he was very buddy with the Kardashians.
Now, the theory was, so, like, apparently this beef has been years in the making because... So you know the way Pusha T has almost been... I saw something about how Pusha T has been talking about, like, not ending Drake, but coming for Drake and, like, Young Money for a long time. Like, he hasn't really stopped coming for Birdman and Lil Wayne, but, like, he was basically saying that, like, he's been saying it for a while in his raps or hinting to, like, he's going to go at Drake.
Yeah.
And apparently the way they did it was... This was a conspiracy, a joint thing with Jay-Z as well, which is part of the reason why, like, basically they were all worried by how big Young Money were getting. So Jay-Z was worried, Kanye was worried, everyone in the game was worried about how big Drake was getting and Young Money. So they kind of worked to dismantle them. So, like, obviously Lil Wayne's thing was they kind of dismantled themselves because they couldn't drop Carter 5 yet. So the buzz around Lil Wayne stopped basically because of that. Then to stop Drake's buzz, so Drake dropped Take Care. And I think it was like the next year that they dropped the Watch the Throne. Or is it the same year? Something like that.
No, they dropped Watch the Throne before Take Care.
Did they?
They dropped it in the summer before Take Care.
Okay, my bad.
Because the what's it? I'm on one verse, yeah, where Drake says I'm just feeling like the throne is for the taking.
Yeah.
In like direct response to Watch the Throne.
So it was right, I didn't even clock that. That's mad.
Yeah.
Basically, so they're saying that the reason they had to drop like a collab thing is because they were so worried about Drake's dominance in the rap game.
Yeah, they've said that though. That has been said.
Okay,
like, that's not
and then
theory.
Continuing on, they were like, okay, so we're gonna go at Drake, and so that he doesn't sort of dominate this summer or this year or whatever. So Jay-Z and Beyonce dropped a collab this summer. Kanye did his whole rollout thing, and they sent Pusha T to go at him because they know Pusha T is not big enough that. Like, people don't care enough about Pusha T that it will harm him if he were to take an L against Drake.
Yeah.
Because even when I thought he took the L after Duppy, before he dropped Story of Adidon, like, I was just like, okay, fine, Pusha took an L.
Yeah.
Whatever. He's going to go back into hiding, but like we don't really hear from him that much anyway. So they were like, okay, we've got like a Robin to the Batman here. We've got like a sidekick that can take a few lumps. And basically he came with all these facts that were fed to him by Kanye or whatever. And then they were like, all right, Jay-Z must have co-signed it. That's why he was able to use the story of OJB, blah, 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 blah. But I don't know. I don't know if the theory still holds because...
Jay was on the album.
Yeah, so I feel like the theory doesn't hold. It was just that Kanye maybe got like waved or something and told Pusha everything. And Pusha was like, rah, I'm going to use this if Drake ever comes at me. Then threw a jab out there.
Do you think, based on that though, that Drake could still drop a diss track at Kanye, aimed at Kanye? He could. Not aimed at Pusha, but just aimed at Kanye.
I mean, he's dropped hints and stuff, like, you know, he said
he's been dropping hints.
In the freestyle he said like I need a mansion in the shade room. The room's not enough or whatever. I know so much, I just laugh to myself or whatever.
I know so much that I cannot expose.
Like my barber was saying that his theory is like, because Drake and Kanye were boys and stuff before he was married to Kim, so they probably fucked bare girls together.
Were they ever boys though?
I don't know if they were.
Were they ever boys? I don't think they ever liked each other that much.
They claimed they were boys though. Like they look very buddy.
I feel like they are at a stage where they're so big that they have to like
be cordial.
Be cordial with one another. Because I remember like the whole thing of Drake and Kanye seeming buddy. It came after there was loads of like rumors of a rift between Drake and Kanye. Like before that, you didn't really see Drake and Kanye around that much. And Drake has been sending for Kanye. Like if you look at like Draft Day, for example, when he's like too busy, like these guys too busy focused on clothes and fashion, they go missing in action, and then you never notice they're missing. Like
that's a tune, bro.
That was a tune.
That was another one where he used the Lauryn Hill sample. Just that's a cheat.
Yeah. It's the cheat code, man. It's the cheat code. But Drake has been going at Kanye for a while. I don't know, like, because they've always had like a competition.
Yeah, of course, because Kanye inspired Drake, but Drake sort of does what Kanye did on 808s better than Kanye. So it's almost like I feel Kanye kind of feels like, dude, I fathered you. Like, I fathered you, your style here, yeah. But Drake's like, fam, it's not about who does it first. It's about who does it best. Right. Yeah, or who does it right. Yeah.
Yeah, so like, I don't know. I feel like they've always been a bit competitive. And like, I was watching the Joe Budden podcast, yeah. And they were talking about how dirty Kanye did Drake on Find Your Love.
Yeah, like, I know, I saw the episode as well, yeah.
And I never clocked at the time, but that is such a badly mixed track.
I'm not a fan of that track, to be honest. And I mean, I clocked it at the time, but I didn't clock it was because of the poor mix, and I just didn't like the track. I felt like whatever happened, it didn't work. But yeah, you're right, yeah. Yeah, like...
So I don't know if they've ever, like, I doubt they were ever, like, there, like, with girls together. Like, I don't think they were ever that tight. I don't think they were ever that tight.
Yeah, it might have not been that tight, because you have to be very tight with your to do that kind of thing. You can't really be doing that with someone you just met.
No, that's what I'm
like
saying,
someone you're not cool with.
I don't think they were ever that tight.
But yeah, like, my barber's theory is that he's got videos of, like, either him with Kim or, like, something, and he's going to just drop them. I was like, that's just... I was like, dude, that's revenge porn, you know?
Yeah, you can't.
You can't just be breaking the law to win a rap beef.
But in a rap beef, like, the thing is, you don't need to drop the videos. You could just say that you did it.
Yeah.
That's really enough.
That's true. But yeah, so that was the theory. I don't know how much the theory holds because Jay-Z was on the track, so I feel like Jay-Z's just kind of he's not involved basically.
I don't think he's involved. Drake and Jay-Z are also. I feel like Drake and Jay-Z also have a similar relationship though, in terms of like they're not friends at all. Like, yeah, but like they're both big enough that they have to work together.
I think it's more. See, I heard another theory, bro. Hella theories, man. I heard another one that Drake and Jay-Z are now coming at Kanye. Like, but I don't know.
I know. I do think that Jay is not feeling like, because Jay hopped on that track like right at the death. That's why his verse is so current.
Yeah.
So like, I do feel that there's a lot of tension between those three people.
And they are probably like the three biggest
hip hop artists.
Because like TDE keep themselves separate because they've got. I would say they've got the most talented rapper out right now with Kendrick and stuff, but Kendrick isn't on the same level as Drake in terms of like just on the business side, in terms of like stardom, even like fans and everything. Like
he's getting there.
He's getting there. But
he's younger as well.
He's a year younger.
Is he only a year younger? I thought
he's 87. Like
I thought he was like a couple years younger.
So like J. Cole's 85, Drake's 86, Kendrick's 87.
Oh, okay.
But I mean, sure. So maybe that's why he looks younger because he's like half their size. Man looks like a kid.
Yeah. No, but those are the three like pop stars of the rapper community, like Drake, Kanye, and Jay-Z.
And like Jay-Z's kind of like the elder statesman of the three.
Yeah.
But yeah, I don't know. I don't think it's I mean, things are changing now. I don't think it's gonna. It can't stay like that forever anyway. So like, there'll be a time that we look at people like Jay-Z, and we'll look at Drake like how we look at Jay-Z, and we'll look at Jay-Z like how we look at, give me an older rapper that nobody checks for as much anymore. Like any of them, like a Dr. Dre or something like that. Maybe not Dr. Dre, but because he raps.
They're like a Method Man.
Yeah, something like that. Like, maybe not that much as well, but like we'll look at them differently as the years go by, and it'll just be people from like our generation or older that will be like proper remembering him for what he was, you know what I mean?
Yeah. No, I agree with that. But I do feel like the tension between all of those parties has been around for a long time. So I agree with your barber in that sense. I don't think that this just happened recently. Like they've been not friends for a while.
Do you what would you like give as a final like thoughts on the album or ranking on the album?
It's too long.
Do you think it's too long? Like, do you think of it as a double disc or do you think of it as one project? Because as one project, it is too long. 25.
I think in the streaming era, it's very hard to drop a double disc.
Yeah,
because I was speaking to my barber, and she was like,
too long.
Like it's just way too long.
No, I know.
And I was trying to tell her like,
it's a
but
double disc.
if you think of it as a double disc, it's not. But if it in the streaming era, it's just like they're all in the same place. The songs, like unless you go on to if you're on Spotify like on a desktop, it splits it into two.
Same
but on your
Apple
phone,
Music,
it's just one long thing.
Yeah.
So, I mean, it's very hard to market as a double disc.
It's,
and then
I agree with you, but it's more like thinking of it in your head as if like, all right, I finished Is There More? I'm now coming into peak. So like, I'm done with album 1. I'm listening to album 2. That's how I think of it.
I really like the first disc.
Same.
And I like about half of the second disc. So I'm not mad. Like I'm happy with the album. I don't think it's his near to his best work, but
see, I would say it's his best offering since Take Care. But it's 2 weeks old.
The way that you talk down on Nothing was the same as ridiculous.
Bro, I listened to it again the other day and it just doesn't connect with me still. I'm not saying it's a bad album, but
it's better than this album. It's better than Scorpion. It's better than Scorpion. I'm sorry.
It's too moist, man. He's just too.
He is moist.
But he's doing it too much. Like, there's so many tracks on there. It's just like, bro, stop singing about chicks, man. Please.
He's not singing about chicks that much.
It's just like singing about chicks or feeling like you're being disrespected. It's like he almost sounds like he's got like a chip on his shoulder, and it's like, bro, stop it. Just stop. You're like one of the biggest rappers in the world. Just shut up. I like that album. I like a lot of songs on it, but it doesn't work for me. But I will say it's cohesive. Like when I was saying before it wasn't cohesive, it is cohesive. It's just cohesively moist.
I would say that's his second best album.
For me, the thing I'll say is because I was yesterday I went on Chatterbox podcast and we were talking about Drake, but I only stayed for like half an hour or whatever.
Yeah.
And I was saying when I think of like classic albums from artists like this, I think what would in like 20 years time. Like, see when we saw Erykah Badu at Lovebox, at Field Day, and she was doing everything, Baduism, basically.
Yeah.
Like, in 20 years' time, when you're performing for, like, a crowd of people that weren't alive when you dropped the album, or, like, were 1 or 2 years old when you dropped the album, what are you going to be performing, yeah? And I don't think he's going to be performing much of Nothing Was the Same. He'll be performing a lot of Take Care.
He'll be performing
the hit songs that he's got throughout. But I don't think he'll be performing much.
Any of
much.
He's got to perform like Just Hold On, We're Going Home.
Yeah, no, but that's a hit. Like he'll perform the hits. There's hits on each album.
Yeah.
But outside of the hits, because I mean, you can give us like an hour of hits or whatever. But like, say it was like not a festival, but say he's like got a headline, or like you see the way 50 Cent is coming back to London to do the 15-year anniversary of Get Rich or Die Trying. Like, what album is Drake going to be doing that with?
He's not going to be doing it with Take Care.
He's not going to be doing it with Nothing.
He's not going to be doing it. But I think I would say that's his second best work. That's what I would say. Nothing Was the Same. Yeah.
You know what? Yeah, I feel like the discussion of ranking Drake's albums is a long one that we should have another time.
We'll leave that to another day.
With more people on it.
We'll leave that to another day.
But I ran like a Twitter poll to rank them. And Nothing Was the Same came last. I'm just saying.
Listen, man. We need to widen that Twitter poll.
Yeah, it's true. We didn't get that many votes. But we got enough to be like, all right, it's not just me. Like, it was a good like 20-30 people, so it wasn't just me. But like,
people are hating on Nothing Was the Same, man.
Oh no, actually, no, views was lost, but that's because I didn't put it in the poll because I was like, views deserves to be lost. So.
You lot weren't outside at that time.
That's why I say I feel like you just have a personal affinity to it because like you were 18 and you look like Drake. So, that's literally the perfect album for you at that time, bro.
For real, fam. I was moist at 18 as well.
I know. Yeah, should we got like 10 minutes left. Should we just do the UK real quick?
Yeah.
Not there wasn't that much that happened in the UK. But there are a few projects that came. So Georgia dropped her debut album, Lost and Found. What did you think?
I liked it. I feel like sort of like The Only Way Is Up in a sense.
Yeah.
Because even though I liked it, I didn't think it was.
She could go through a sophomore slump. I was thinking about that the other day.
But I don't think her album was that good though. Like, I'm not saying it was bad. It was a good album. And like I enjoy listening to it. Like, definitely for a certain type of mood.
Like,
but it's not. Yeah, it
people will be comparing to her last one. Like, can you live up to what?
Yeah, it wasn't amazing. This wasn't like, it wasn't the album that dropped and you're like, wow. Now we have like a star on our hands. It's sort of like, this is a good album. She can build on this.
I would say I wouldn't say listen to the album. I'll be like, oh, we have a star on our hands. But I do think we do have a star in our hands.
No,
And, like,
so do
and,
I.
Like, it was like not just from the album, but just from other tracks she's done and stuff like.
Exactly. I feel the same way. Like from listening to her over like a longer time, I do feel like she's a star in the making. But the album itself, I thought it was a good album, but it wasn't an exceptional album. It was good. It was well done. And she's very young.
Yeah, she's 20.
She's very young. So like her songwriting as well is gonna improve even more than it already is.
I think the songwriter is sick on the album. I just think
it's good, but it's young.
Yeah, that's what I'm
It's
saying.
young.
It was a bit teenage girly for me.
Yeah,
Like,
it's young, and
there's
like,
a lot of crooning over like love, but it's a bit like it's almost like you feel like she's crooning over like puppy love.
yeah, like young love.
Yeah,
Do you know what I'm saying?
But
So
I don't know, man.
bro,
I
I'm a bit
ain't
old
been in
now.
love, so I'm like whatever, man. No, I was a fan. I was a fan of the album.
I like
thought
the
it was
album,
really
though.
good. I said before I don't like when people put tracks from old stuff on it, and like out of what was it, 14 tracks, I'd already heard like 7 of them or something, or like 6 of them.
well, that Lifeboats freestyle was sick. By the way,
Yeah, she can rap, she can spit.
Georgia coming with bars.
Yeah,
my,
man.
my babe coming with the bars. Man.
Stop it, bro. She's got a man now. We have to move on.
Oh yeah,
We have
she
to
had a
move
man
on.
for time.
Yeah, but like before she didn't show commitment to him, but after Drake dropped Jaded, she started dropping him on Snap.
Yeah, that was mad.
Fam,
What
she,
do you-
she thinks she's slick, man. We saw that.
like on a level, yeah. What would you do if you were the guy in that situation?
But I'm calling, man. I've got Georgia, and she clearly likes me, so I'm calling.
Okay,
but
fair enough.
but if I see Drake in
Fam,
person,
Drake came for you though.
if I see
The
Drake
big
in
man.
person, then I might have to see if he's going to reciprocate that energy, because there's no reason why you should be talking about my girl like that, bro. But yeah,
And it's mad because you don't have the platform to come back.
he doesn't, not yet. I mean, my question was, because apparently he makes music, then obviously he's a rapper or something. He does what Drake does. That's what he was
He's
saying.
a songwriter.
Okay.
And he sings. I think.
Okay. Why hasn't he done anything with Georgia? Does she not rate his stuff? Is it one where it's like,
No,
he's my man, but he's a bit dead. but he's my man, so I have to hold him down.
No, he's co-wrote on some of her songs.
Okay, he's just way less wavy than Drake. That's all.
I would say
it's,
that
it's not hard to be way less wavy. Like, it's difficult to be
yeah,
as wavy
fam,
as
Drake,
Drake.
you're peak, bro. Can't be dropping. There's not many men that you can say like, oh yeah, I'm as wavy as Drake.
Yeah,
like
you know what I
so
mean?
it's a bit hard.
Sure,
All I'm saying is like, Drake is kind of butters.
Yeah, bro, he's looking like an uncle.
Fam, he's looking mad ugly these
Why
days,
did he
bro.
wear
Just
the double-breasted thing into his party, man? I don't get it. I don't think it was a good look.
bro. So if I'm George's man, yeah, I'm slightly like I wouldn't even be that worried. You know why?
Because
Because
old man coming from this uncle
it's
coming
like,
from
you're some ugly old man, yeah. I'm here, 23, 24, in the prime of life. Like, what can you really do? It's not like Georgia's broke. Like, it's not like she's gonna be like, oh wow, a guy with money. Like, she has her own money.
I was watching Halfcast podcast, and they were like, if it comes to like there's a Grammys invitation, is he demanding like the +1, or is she allowed to go with like her mum or something, or is he saying no, you have to take me and show you? Like,
Nah, she's allowed to go with her mum. You can't be demanding that someone takes you over their mum.
nah, but as in, I said the mum as an example, but like say she decides to go to the Grammys on her own.
On her own without him.
Without him. So she has the option of a +1.
I
and
think
then
that would
she's
be-
like,
that
she
would-
chooses not to.
That would be a bit peak on her part.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Just
But
because-
like, would you feel away if she goes, oh, I'm gonna go to the Grammys?
Would I feel away?
I mean, like, you probably would.
I would feel
Yeah.
away.
But I'm saying, imagine you're her man. Like, I'm Isaac, so I'm gonna feel away. Because I would feel away as well, just because I want to go Grammys. Like,
You know what I'm saying?
you're not gonna take me. I'm your man. Like,
No, I think there's definitely benefits, yeah, to being not known as like someone's +1. So he might.
oh, he doesn't want to
not
be known as
actually
I'm
want to go.
I'm George's man, rather than his own.
Yeah,
name.
because he's an artist as well. So I
That's
don't think
true.
it's beneficial for him to be known as
That's true. I
Georgia's
don't know his
+1.
name. What's his name?
Fuck. Jordan, maybe.
I feel like you just picked a random name. That's just a very common name, especially for light skinned guys.
It could be Jordan. I feel like it's a J, but maybe I'm thinking of Georgia.
I thought it was a K. I thought it was like Kevin or something. Kev. I thought it was man like Kev.
I
don't
don't
know.
think it's Kev though.
But yeah, no, I was a fan of Georgia's album.
Yeah, it was good.
I mean, she obviously like she's doing a tour or whatever. I won't see her again though because we saw her
Saw her
recently. But yeah, I was a fan. She just needs to keep going. She's obviously going to get like more looks. She's worked with Kendrick and everything. She's worked with big names.
Also, I felt that was very interesting. Like looking back on some of these Georgia interviews and stuff now.
You see the one with that Drake or Kendrick?
Yeah, like now having heard what happened between her and Drake, it's like, oh, some of this is making more sense. Because there's when she's like, Kendrick's music is better, and the other one where they're talking about like whether she thinks she's gonna have a lasting relationship with these people, and she's like, yeah, I sent Kendrick my album.
Oh, like, yeah. I sent Kendrick my album.
He liked it. And no mention was made of Drake. That's when I was like, oh wait, it was kind of clear that something did happen between these two.
Do you think she said it to Drake and he was just like, I'm jaded? Forget.
Nah,
I think just like, I want this. Oh man.
Nah, I think like she just doesn't care. She doesn't care, bruv.
Yeah, she's living her best life.
That's why Drake made that song, fam.
She's living the best life. She's probably laughing, like.
I would be.
Big man's singing about me, man. Crooning about me. He enlisted tight dollar signs. Girls on this side, girls on this side.
Fab, you have a child, man.
Yeah, man. I'm thinking, bro, you're 32 and you're a single father, bro. Stop chasing these 20-year-olds, man.
Lusting after 20-year-olds,
she's second year
bro.
uni. If she were at uni, she's in second year, man. Come on.
Oh, fam.
Yeah, okay. Also, what else happened? So there were 3 major projects in June that I listened to. That was the Georgia one from the UK. There was the Georgia one. IMDb dropped Flight Mode Volume 4, which did you listen to that?
Not really.
I was a fan. I mean, I feel with IMDb a lot of her songs sound really similar. I've clocked that.
I listened to what was it? Drippin'.
Drippy was on the last one. That was on Hood Bitch Volume 3 or something. Or Hood.
Oh wait, why did she just release it now then? The video.
No, she dropped the video. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's true. A lot of the videos that she's been dropping are from the last. Oh wait, was Drippy on this one? It might have been on this one actually. I might be chatting shit. Oh sorry, Drippy's on this one. My bad. It was. Oh, I saw another video that she dropped recently. That was. My bad. I was getting confused. Yeah, no, Drippy. The video is doing numbers, man.
I like the video, but like when I went to listen to the project, I think I didn't like the first track.
It starts slowly.
I have a thing these days of not liking the first track of an album and then stopping. Like I just stop listening to the album and like I haven't come back to it. You almost did that with J.
Cole. When you heard that acid jazz.
That acid jazz. I was like, what are you doing? That time has passed, fam.
Oh man,
that was 3 years ago.
Yeah, but I was a fan of the IMDb stuff. I feel like I've been saying I'm a fan of everything, but honestly, I haven't really disliked many projects this month. I was a fan of IMDb's thing. My thing is that a lot of us music sounds the same, and I guess she's found a lane and she's sticking to it. It works for her. Like Ugo said, she makes music for the messy bitches. I still think it's jokes. And I thought she was sick when we saw her at Field Day as well.
Yeah,
her performance was sick. Yeah, so and she supports United, so I know her and I will get along. That's what I have to say on that.
It's true.
Yeah,
Manchester babes.
Yeah, man. I want to watch a match with her one day. It's gonna happen one day. And also, so there was George's, there was IMDb, and there was Heady One, who dropped the 1-2. Did you listen to that?
I listened to some of it.
Bro, it's sick gym music.
Really?
Back when I was going gym regularly.
I like some of his tracks, but not all of his tracks.
I'm a big fan of Heady One. He apparently, because I haven't seen him live, but apparently his shows are mad. Like people really go crazy at his shows.
Oh, I can imagine they'll be live.
One girl told me that she went to the show, and she's also a really small girl, so I don't know why she was in the mosh pit. Like, I don't understand when really small people get in the mosh pit, because it's really hot already. At my height, it's hot, yeah. But just because of all the body heat, yeah. I feel with taller people, because their heads are above like a lot of the other people, they get like a breeze and stuff. She told me that's how it is. You get a bit of a breeze when you're in the thing. I don't really get that breeze. So if you're even shorter, like it must be even hotter down there. So I don't know why you're getting in a mosh pit. Like it must be torture for you. But she was in the mosh pit and she said she came out and like one of her eyelashes was gone and like her eyebrow had been rubbed off, which I thought is hilarious. And I was like, I mean, she said, yeah, I'm just grateful that like she kept her wig on, because like even at Wireless we saw a couple we saw a couple wigs flying around the place.
Yeah, I saw some on the Insta.
Yeah, but yeah, the 1-2 I thought was really good gym music. This was back when I was listening when I was going gym regularly, but like
I need to listen to it through. Like,
listen to it in the gym, trust me. In the gym.
Yeah. I listen to it in the gym.
It's very like my summer body's abandoned me, so I haven't really listened to it since then. Cause like, to be honest, since Dubai I've only been to the gym once or twice.
And slacking, bro.
Yeah, man, dude, I'm getting fat as well, you know. because I fucked up my ankle, so I haven't really been playing football or basketball. So I haven't done any cardio because I hate running on the treadmill. So stop looking at me. You're looking and nodding like, yeah, you are getting fat, bro.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, you brought attention to it, innit?
Yeah, but you don't have to. You can be like, oh nah, bro.
Oh yeah, no.
You're a dick.
Big man. I'm trying to be like you, bro.
I'm trying to. Oh man. Yeah. So, Hedy's album was good. I don't think it was as good as the one, like his other one, the one with Golden Boot on it. But yeah, it was still good. And that's basically it from the UK.
Octavian dropped that Move Me song with
was that in June?
I'm pretty sure that was in June, yeah.
I didn't listen to that yet.
That's a good track. That's a good track.
So it's like a summary song,
Summary song, yeah.
I'll get to that one. Yeah, so we're basically done. I ain't got anything else to say. We need to work on how we rap. I was thinking, how we rap, we could go like, I could be like, oh, I'm Andy, and you're like, I'm Isaac, and we're like, this has been 2Gs in the pod, thanks for listening, something like that, yeah.
That's mad formal though.
Alright, so how should we do it then?
It's like, yo guys.
We've been trying to figure it out for like...
I did it once on that Kanye episode that we never aired.
Oh yeah, because fucking IC Radio.
Yeah. But I don't really know how to rap. It's just like, yo guys, thanks for listening. You know where to follow us.
Oh yeah, the social. So yeah, Instagram at 2Gs in the pod, Twitter at 2Gs in the pod _. And if you're following our SoundCloud, we're about to delete it and make a new one. So I'll put the link out when we make the new one, basically, because we got done for copyright, because they don't want to see black men shine. But anyway, yeah. So thanks for listening. We'll be back. When will we be back, fam? Because I'm going away. So
just keep your ears and your eyes peeled.
Yeah, man.
We got something big coming.
We'll don't put that pressure on us. We'll catch you when we're both in the country, because it's the first time I've seen this guy in months. Yeah, and we're gonna leave you with so friend of the show, Gayton. He was a guest on episode 12. He dropped his first solo track called "I Never Said I Love You." I don't know who the girl he's talking about is, and I'm gonna find out. But anyway, here's "I Never Said I Love You" by Gayton Judd.
Smiley face, here's our lies, that's all you. Strolling down Winter Park's rendezvous. I guess that wasn't enough. Cigarette in your mouth, that's not you. It's a shame I won't find not like you. I guess that I should give up.
My GG,